I'm in need of a full reset day. Like, I want to reset my body, my mind, my home, and I am alone for the first time since my surgery, which I haven't chatted with you guys about yet. I'll get to that in a second, but it is my first day that I'm home alone, and so I decided I would hang out with you guys, which, as weird as that sounds, while I'm filming and while I'm talking to you, I know it's not live, but it genuinely feels like I have someone here with me. I don't know if that's some sort of mental illness, but it really works for me, so I wanted to film this. So last I chatted with you guys, I told you that I was pregnant and that the baby didn't have a heartbeat, but my body didn't realize that I had miscarried. So I had to take pills. Well, I had the option and I chose the pills that would like induce the miscarriage. After 2 weeks of bleeding and cramping, I went to my doctor for my checkup and she found that I had retained pregnancy tissue in my uterus. So I had to have a surgery called a D&C where they go in and they basically clear your entire uterus out. And now I am healing from that. I'm feeling a lot better though. Today is the first day that I am like getting ready since the surgery and just kind of like feeling more like myself. And so I thought I could do a full reset day, which I desperately need. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm curling my hair. I did a little bit of makeup just because it makes it feel like a more normal day for me. And I'm just ready to kind of like get back into my routine. I did want to thank all of you for your comments, your messages. It was absolutely one of the worst experiences of my life, but you guys helped get me through it, and I just have to thank you for that. My husband was my biggest support through everything. He was my rock. He had been working from home, but today's the first day that he went back into the office, so that's why I am alone today, and I just want to kind of feel a little bit normal again. It has been over a month that we've been going through all of this. I wasn't even that pregnant, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of shocked at how much weight I gained. It was more than I expected, and I also thought that once like my uterus expelled everything that I would be back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and I can confirm that I am not. So I'm gonna be gentle on myself, obviously, and not be like too harsh, but I am ready to start like moving again. Not any like super intense workouts, but I definitely want to start feeling like I'm moving and just getting my blood flowing and my heart rate up and stuff like that again. I'm gonna change into some active wear. The very first reset I'm gonna do is body, because I'm the type of person that either needs to work out right when I wake up or first thing after I get done working for the day. And it's like my first choice that I have, because otherwise I will put it off and just not be motivated to do it. But I will say that since I started using the Ladder app, I have been a lot more motivated because everything is planned out for you and it kind of takes all of the guesswork out of it for you. So I started using the Ladder app over a year ago to get ready for my wedding and just got hooked on it, and now it is all I use as my workout app. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and I do want to say that I had a partnership video planned for them right before all of this stuff started happening in my body, and they have been so incredibly amazing, letting me push the deadline back and just being like, take care of yourself, take care of your body, we're here when you're ready. And I cannot say the same for every brand partner that I was working with, so they deserve all of the love. They are absolutely such an incredibly kind company to work with, and I felt like I just had to share that because it really came through this past month for me. My favorite thing about the Ladder app is that it is not just a library of a bunch of different workouts and you kind of like pick and choose what you want to work on. You have a predetermined plan with your coach, and they give you your workout every single day of the week. So it's a progressive plan that builds on itself, and it changes every week. You can take my word for it that it is an absolutely incredible app, but you don't have to, because they have a 4.9 star rating on the App Store with over 60,000 reviews, so that just proves that people love it, me included. It's honestly like having your own personal trainer without the wild costs or the scheduling conflicts or even like that awkward small talk. Sometimes I just want to put my music on and just get going on my workout, and I also love that I can do most of them from home. If you're interested in trying the Ladder app, they do have a 7-day free trial, and one of the things I dislike about a lot of apps is that when you do the free trial, they collect your billing information and then automatically start charging you when that trial is up unless you go in and cancel it. Ladder does not do that. They do not collect any credit card information, nothing. You get the full 100% free trial, and if you decide you like it after that, you can sign up for a full membership. Trust me, you guys are gonna love the trial and wanna sign up, so you can use the code that is down in my description box, or you can scan the QR code that I have on screen to get up to $10 off your first month of Ladder. So let's stop chatting about it and let's actually get into my body reset. I'm not gonna have you guys watch the entire workout because that would probably be boring, but I will take you through a little bit of it. Set up my little yoga mat right here. I've got my pad, and then I have the actual mat. I was just using this pad for a while until someone told me on a video that they think I was using a pad as a mat, and I was like, no wonder it was so squishy. I loved it. Now I learned you're supposed to put a mat over top of the pad. Who knows?
Let's start to fire up through the core. I want you to find a bear position, tucking the toes, knees underneath the hips. You'll step back to plank and then walk forward to bear. Giving me a few reps here. We're just firing up through the core, starting to turn on some of that push strength.
Now starting, bear hold shoulder tap.
Is down, left knee is on top of the left ankle, weight is in the right hand, left arm out to a T. Keep your core tight to maintain balance and stability.
It feels so good to just be moving again, and I really do feel like I just did a little reset for my body, and I'm ready to slowly start getting back into my workouts. Whew. I'm a little out of breath now, but luckily I didn't sweat too much, so my hair should be okay. On hair wash day, that's always a consideration that I take into it, but I'm gonna pick up all of this now and kind of reset this space. This beautiful flower arrangement just arrived. It is from Farm Girl Flowers, and they sent extra stems that won't even fit inside the vase. So if you're looking for a good floral delivery company, I would definitely recommend them. Holy crap, I love this so much. And they're from Facetune, which is so sweet. My friends over there have been absolutely incredible throughout this whole process. They're another brand that has just been absolutely like, take as much time as you need. So I moved the flowers I got from my family over there to that coffee table, and then I had some little daisies over there that I moved here. They probably have like a day or two left. These are on their last couple days, and then obviously I just got these delivered, so thank you guys so much. The flowers just make everything feel so bright and pretty and happy, so thank you. I will be honest, for the past few days, I haven't really left the bedroom, just between like actually healing from the surgery and then just mentally, I just wanted to like lay in bed and watch movies and that sort of thing. And my husband has been so sweet at keeping the house just kind of like neat and tidy and cleaned up. That is something that if I have a cluttered home, I definitely feel like I have a cluttered brain and mind, and he knows that. So he was really sweet about like making sure that I didn't have to do anything. He took care of all of that, but whenever he would try to come clean up in the bedroom, I would be like, no, just lay with me. And now, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, let me show you the main house, and then let me show you the bedroom. Out here, obviously, everything is nice and picked up and taken care of. We've got a couple dishes in the sink because the dishwasher ran last night. But even like the porch and everything is swept and taken care of and all of that. And then we go to the bedroom. So it doesn't look like that much. There's definitely like stuff that I need to pick up, but it's also just like kind of dirty. Like I need to wipe everything down. I need to dust. I need to vacuum. I did put fresh sheets on like I think 2 days ago, so these are good, but I need to make the bed. I have to unpack that suitcase, and over here on my side of the bed, I just have like a bunch of stuff. So I want to tackle and reset this room. We're gonna make the bed. Yes, good girl. My husband made me a little basket before my surgery. He gave it to me the night before, and it had like new PJs in it and also new pillows. These pillows right here are so freaking comfy because I've been complaining about our second set of bed pillows. I like these, but the ones that were in the white I didn't love, and so he got me some fresh ones and I'm so in love with them. They're really like soft and fluffy. I've got a trash bag and a clothes hamper, and we are going to go through all the stuff over here on this side. I think that's all that's like garbage though. I did not make the bed with the heated blanket because I think I'm done using it for now. I'm not really cramping too badly anymore, but I am gonna leave it out for a couple more days in case I decide I want it. Dirty, 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 dirty. This is not dirty. It needs to be hung up. These are both dirty. This is like my mental clutter bin, and it's like if it fits in here and I know that it's in here, it doesn't count as clutter to me, so I'm just gonna leave this here. I've got my work bag, and I also have my purse over here. I'm gonna go hang that out by the door. This is embarrassing, but just look at how much like dust collects in my home. I know I have a dog and stuff, but I have never had a house collect dust the way this does. If anyone has a good like air purifier that they recommend, I would absolutely love that, because this is 1 week of dust. I'm not kidding you, 1 week. So now it is time, obviously, to dust. I'm just doing this like quickly while I film, and then I'm gonna put the camera down where I can like move everything and do a proper dusting. But you cannot tell me that this is normal for 1 week of dust in a home that like we don't keep our doors and windows open. Like, I don't know what is happening. I put the phone down so I could dust properly, and now it's my favorite part, which is where I get to vacuum. I'm actually gonna move this mirror so we can get all the way behind it. And I do wanna say that this dust issue has not been like this the whole time I've lived in this house. It feels like a newer thing that's been happening. So if there's a reason anyone knows that it could be getting worse, please let me know. Everything in the room has been moved and dusted and cleaned, and I got more sweaty during this than I did when I was actually working out. So the hair had to go up. Overview of what the room looks like now. I will be taking that book and water bottle with me out to the living room, but everything is picked up and cleaned, and it feels so much better in here. I've officially reset my body and my home, and now it's time to reset my mind. And this is something that I've been putting off for a little while, but I feel like I can't put it off any longer or I'm going to start forgetting things. So I have this pregnancy journal. It's called Becoming Mama that my friends got me right when I found out I was pregnant. I believe it's from Anthropologie, and it is the sweetest thing. So it's basically like a journal that has prompts for you to write throughout like each week of your pregnancy. And for each week you write down like the highlights, a conversation you had, a sweet gesture, a quote that resonates, a moment of gratitude, all of your pregnancy symptoms, just like everything. But it also has what to expect. It was just so fun, and I would journal every single night before bed. I would write a little something in here. And now that I'm not pregnant anymore, I obviously want to not leave this just fully unfinished. I want to write the rest of the story. So that is what I'm going to do. And like I said, I've been putting off actually like putting it into words, but I feel like it's starting to get far enough away that I will start forgetting some of the details, and I want to remember everything. And I'm someone that feels like every pregnancy should be celebrated, and so I want to be able to kind of close this chapter of my life, like figuratively and literally. So the last page I wrote was on week 8, because we found out that the baby didn't have a heartbeat anymore at the end of week 8. So I am going to go ahead and write everything in this, and then I don't know what I'll do with the rest of it. If anyone has any ideas, for now I think I'm just going to keep it and be able to return to it when hopefully I do get pregnant again, and kind of compare symptoms and see what's similar and what's different in my pregnancies. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My husband is on his way home, so he will be here soon and we'll get to enjoy our evening together. But I just want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I know it sounds weird, but it really did help get me through it. And I feel like I have reset and I'm ready to move forward with, I don't know, whatever else life is gonna throw at me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.